Hello, welcome back into the Arsenal podcast. We do have a new champ. It's new coronation day, all that stuff, but something bigger than that happened in the world of professional wrestling this week. We haven't had the chance to cover it yet, and I want to just say something, go ahead and get it out of the way. That way we can try to move on as best as possible. If you normal viewers, if you actually watch it, you'll see that there's two different new things put on the overlay, both pertaining to Bray Wyatt. I mean, the man was a self-proclaimed color red in the world of black and grays. That's really what he was. I mean, he was an extraordinary performer. All I know is that it fucked me up pretty good. I still can't believe that it happened. He was just ready to come back too. But not only did we lose him, we lost Terry Funk as well, who has a wrestling school in Indiana. I am like 99% sure.
He comes from Hammond.
So not only did we lose Bray Wyatt, we lost one of the pioneers of the hardcore kind of style of wrestling. The man who self-proclaimed never once said anything nice about Dusty Rhodes or any of his family members ever. And I would fully believe that too. This is also the dude who I'm guessing he ironically said that there was too much violence in wrestling and TV in general. I would assume he was saying that sarcastically, but I don't know for sure. But both of those just really sucked. It was tough to sit through SmackDown this week. It's even tough just sitting here talking about it. And you never think you'd get so connected or so emotionally attached to someone that you have never met, will never meet in your entire life. But here we are. I really don't know what else to say. I know all three of us were looking forward to his eventual return back to the ring. And I don't know. I really don't know what else to say. You two got anything you want to add?
I mean, the rumor was, and I was looking forward, the rumor was that it was going to be him and Cody, which would have been a hell of a rivalry. I mean, Cody was his mentor in NXT. They could have played off of that. The Wyatt family, I think the Wyatt family faced Cody and Goldust at one point when they were the tag team champions. Or they were put in front of them by the Authority. Were they put in front of them?
Nope. Shield. It was the Shield.
Was it the Shield?
Yep.
No, there was... I'm remembering something. I forget what it was. No. Sorry, my bad. Mine was... What I was thinking of was when Goldust was on the verge of leaving, potentially, and Finn Balor was facing off against Bray Wyatt. That was my bad. I saw that picture today. That's what was ringing in my head. Bray had a lot of amazing rivalries that will be remembered. Obviously, John, Roman. There was his small one during the pandemic with Braun, which, while that can easily be overlooked, it was a decent one. We got Alexa Bliss with him through it. The Firefly Funhouse will always be remembered. There's so many things that will kind of be missing now from all of it, honestly. We lost a great mind to the wrestling world. I truly believe that. You don't do absolutely little in something and get mentioned by every single wrestling promotion out there. He was on
Not only
every
that,
single thing.
That and just in news in general.
Like, Terry Funk was on it the day before and was mentioned on everything. Bray Wyatt was mentioned on everything as well. That shows how much he meant to the wrestling community, not only in WWE, but AEW, ROH, NJPW, the British wrestling. I think they have one PW still, Rev Pro. All of the different shows that went on. Just absolutely class acts by them. Straight up. But, I mean, he was a class act in himself. I do believe that, honestly, he has done enough in the wrestling world that he eventually will be put into the Hall of Fame. I think that is well deserved. Maybe 2-time with the Wyatt family, potentially. But him himself, he will be remembered and immortalized. I do fully believe in wrestling history for sure.
And it's hard because Austen, like you said, when this first came out, this was the very first one that's gone from like the generation from when we started. Like when we actually started being able to dive deep into wrestling and getting lost in it and everything like that. This was the first to go. And it was hard. Like I was on my way home and I sat out in my car for a good 5-10 minutes just trying to process it, just because it was so surreal just to imagine he was no longer with us. It was just a mess. It's just a terrible facet of this beautiful sport we love, because it's awful how, it's like you said, these people will never meet, but yet we connect with so deeply. It can just impact us like that. The memories will live forever.
And this was a man that I based like a couple different like video projects I did off of him, and there was a lot of influence and what I do and how I do it. Not specifically because of Bray Wyatt and his character, but like maybe it is. I don't know. But
there was some parts to the project that me and you did that isn't really well known. When me and you were doing promo battles back and forth, we would talk about something that either his name came up a couple of times for yours, I know for sure, and his name came up a couple of times for mine when we were going back and forth on ideas and what we could do and how we could take another step upwards with it. So we used him as a influence on some of the stuff that we were doing, just for a stupid little thing that we were going back and forth on.
Yeah, I've definitely used him as an influence on quite a bit. I don't know if that's why this is harder for me or what it might be, but he had a lot of good work, and he touched a lot of people, as evidenced by all the outpour and the support and all that. So it's a tough loss. And if Terry Funk hadn't passed away just days before Bray Wyatt, he'd probably be getting a little more shine too. But it's just how it goes, I guess. I mean, I think in a way a lot of us kind of sympathized and felt with the character Bray Wyatt, let alone Wyndham Rotunda. So I've got a couple 3 quotes here, but I'm not going to read them. So They both will truly be missed.
Hardcore legend.
Eli, you can take it away.
A great storyteller. Well, as the world keeps on spinning and our show has to move on from everything, this is our little outlet from everything else. And as the fourth wall and the curtain comes back down, there was a champion crowned on Sunday. Yesterday, it was yours truly, EJR. I am accompanied by Austen and Cliff. In a little bit of I'm trying to get picked back up here. Gosh, John. I did win. I think I won by 2, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you won by 1.
I
You
won
just
by
had
1.
to actually beat him. You couldn't tie.
Yeah. I won by 1, which was the MJ, thanks to the MJF and Adam Cole, and then that BGC Gold. Had that not happened, a BGC Gold, BC Gold, dear Lord, my brain is out of it. I won. I'm the new champion. I have the Ace in the Bank still. But for today's episode, we will be rolling on. Cliff will be giving a quick recap, which will be followed by the predictions for not only All Out, but Payback, which will be this Saturday and this Sunday. Cliff,
Well,
give us a
update to the
quick
All
recap.
Out card.
We got an update?
Yeah, belief within AEW that CM Punk and Jack Perry are both suspended pending results of the investigation that they launched. So,
Right. So
it's looking like neither of them will be at All Out this Saturday. Also being
That would be
reported
why
that
they haven't been announced.
also being reported, apparently when CM Punk landed at the airport Saturday morning in Heathrow Airport in London, no one from AEW was waiting to greet him with a car to take him to the hotel. Punk texted a number that AEW gave him, and it bounced back. Like, got no response, or it didn't go through. And then Punk decided to buy a train ticket and try to find his own way to his hotel, in which he got lost, and fans had to help him get to his hotel.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
I didn't have the privilege last year of being able to cover this and explain this. Before we get into the quick recap, we talked about this before the podcast. We started almost a year ago with Brawl Out at All Out. And now we have Brawl In at All In. With freaking CM Punk and freaking Jack Perry fighting it out.
It's real glass. Cry me a river.
It's okay. So we apologized about
what
Punk
was
and
that in
everything.
reference to?
So it's real glass. Cry me a river. Apparently, it was either last week or 2 weeks ago on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Punk told Jack Perry to not use glass in some build or spot that ended up getting scrapped anyway. Punk told him that, hey, you don't want to fuck with the real glass. If you're going to use glass, make it gimmicked, or just don't use it at all. And Jack Perry just kind of told him, fuck off. And Jack Perry ended up getting sent home from that Collision because of it. So then on 0 Hour, that is why Jack Perry said that, as he was smacking the limo glass.
Out of all the winners that were on the press conference, and I finally caught one, and it didn't really make sense to me, but now it finally clicks. Punk wasn't on it. Punk won, but wasn't on it. He wasn't there. Hook wasn't either, so maybe they were just trying to avoid those matches in general. Punk wasn't there.
They don't recognize the FTW title so there was no reason for Hook to be there.
Yeah, they do.
Is it an actually recognized title?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's.
I thought
You
they were
betcha,
giving it
but-
the ECW treatment.
We apologized about CM Punk, and now this is the second incident.
No. Don't put me in that. Y'all did.
This is the second incident now. Where it's CM
You
Punk's
two
name in a fight.
You two motherfuckers need to figure out what side of this you're on. You can't keep flipping back and forth.
I never apologized about what I said about CM Punk. I never have.
I apologize that I didn't. My apology was that I didn't give him a chance to explain himself before I started jumping, and I just listened to what the internet said. I never fully
And
apologized.
isn't it possible that you're doing the same thing again now?
And maybe I am, but at this point,
Bro just doesn't learn
only
anything.
once.
This is our champ.
Shame on me.
The forever. Oh yeah.
Fool me twice. Shame on you.
You know,
This
there's
has
an old
happened twice
saying that
now.
goes, "If you wake up in the morning and you meet an asshole, they're an asshole. But if you go all day and meet nothing but assholes, you're the asshole."
CM Punk keeps saying everybody else is an asshole.
Take that what you will.
It's ridiculous at this point, man. Just kick him to the curb. I don't care anymore.
Well, we're talking an awful lot about All In, so I'm gonna run down the card real quick. We had two pre-show matches. The first one was MJF and Adam Cole defeating Aussie Open for the ROH Tag Team Championships. And the other one was Hook defeating Jack Perry by submission in an FTW rules match. The opening match on the card was CM Punk and he defeated Samoa Joe by pinfall for the Real World Championship. And the match which ended the forever reign, Bullet Club Gold and Konosuke Takeshita defeated the Golden Elite. The rest of the card goes as this. FTR defeated the Young Bucks, which was very surprising. In the Stadium Stampede match, Eddie Kingston, Penta, Best Friends, and Orange Cassidy defeated the Blackpool Combat Club and Proud and Powerful. Saraya won the four-way to become the new AEW
Shortest
Women's
match.
Champion. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she the first woman to hold a belt in both WWE and AEW? I think she is now.
Tony? Did Tony never hold a...
Tony held the
Did he hold
NXT
the tag
UK
titles?
Women's Championship.
Okay. Then I retract that statement.
Idiot?
Darby Allin. I was, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, not berate me. Darby Allin and Sting defeated Swerve and Christian
Darby
Cage.
who?
Coffin match.
Darby
I say it
who?
like that way every time, Austin. I'm not going to change
Darby
it.
who?
And in the next match, Will Ospreay defeated Chris Jericho, which, we all expected to happen. Badass Billy Gunn and the Acclaim defeated the House of Black for the AEW Trios Championship. And in the main event of the evening, MJF defeated Adam Cole by pinfall.
After the match was restarted.
After the
5
match
more
was
minutes.
initially ruled a draw. No, as long as it fucking takes to get a winner.
Amazing.
And with the
match. It was a great
predictions
show.
falling the way they fell, the forever reign has ended, and our new champ being introduced to the world, the new ace in the whole predictions champion, Elijah Jacob Red. It's not undisputed yet. He hasn't defended it yet, but
I'd like to make a small distinction there to what you just said. It's not over, just on hiatus.
the forever reign. It's not over. It's just taking a break.
It's not over.
You
It's
get
not
the
over.
Roman
Usos
going to
reign there.
Cancun.
All
Getting
I
that
gotta do is
Usos
get a
reign?
DUI and they take me off a TV. And I just hold my title.
Go
He's
on the
drunk.
Roman
Check him.
schedule again.
Flash
But
a
so,
gun, you'll be fine.
Oh God. So moving on from that, Austin, what do you think was match of the night?
For All In,
Yeah, out of the entire card for All In.
probably the fight between CM Punk and Jack Perry backstage. I bet that was a pretty good one.
Did you hear how it started?
Nah, it's obviously Soraya winning the title,
Oh,
right?
shut the hell
For
up.
sure.
To
I
be
was gonna
fair,
make that
though,
joke,
that
too.
pop
It
that
was
pop,
8
though.
minutes long.
Doesn't matter.
It was the
10
shortest match
seconds
in the
shy
card.
from 9 minutes.
Oh, bull. Oh.
It was
Prime
8
Eli.
minutes, 50 seconds.
Eli, when you grow up, you'll learn 8 minutes is a long enough time. So, what was your favorite match on the card, Eli?
I don't want to be here anymore. Will
The
Ospreay,
champ
Chris
doesn't
Jericho,
wanna be here.
hands down.
What the fuck?
What?
You're joking.
Fuck you. MJF and Adam Cole was a really good match, yes. But, and I've enjoyed the story. You guys know how much I've enjoyed the story. I have been a Chris Jericho guy for years. I've been a Will Ospreay guy for years. Chris Jericho has lost me immensely in recent times. But I enjoy Will Ospreay. I think they put on a really good match. For what it's worth, it was a really good
I
match.
wasn't listening. Did he say he didn't like Will Ospreay?
Suck a dick.
Okay, just don't answer then.
Are you actually being honest with that question?
I mean, I was, but we'll just fucking brush on over it, I guess.
No, I thought you were joking. Cliff thought you were joking based on his look. No, I like Will Ospreay.
wasn't
I don't
talking
like
to
Chris
me.
Jericho too much anymore, but I
Yeah,
love
well,
Will Ospreay.
I tuned out.
Yeah,
It's kind of automatic. Whenever you start talking, I gotta work on it.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
champs,
thanks.
the ex-champ, man, I gotta start changing that. The ex-champ doesn't know how to be. So that is the card rundown for All In over in Wembley, the largest
And we-
paid attendance in history.
And no.
Paid.
Paid.
We're
Paid.
not doing
I
this
said
again.
Paid.
The
said
different they
paid.
paid. They paid.
not pay.
They did not.
They brought in
They paid.
$8.5
If they didn't
million.
show up, they died.
They paid $8.5 million. $8.5 million. Look
Get
it
out
up.
of here.
The
Get out of
government
here.
did. The people didn't.
Look it up.
Get out of here.
Even the Wikipedia page says it's second behind
out of
both
here.
days. Even the All In Wikipedia page says it's second behind
For those of
Collision
you
in
that
Korea.
don't know what's happening right now, he is pissed off
This
that
has
they
been
have
going
not
on for
been
days, by the way.
accepting Collision in Korea.
It literally says this is not including the 2-day Collision in Korea
Get out
event,
of here!
which holds the largest attended professional wrestling event.
Largest attended, yes! I should have never sent you the Wikipedia page. Damn! Largest attended. This was paid. Get out of here! Stop fact checking me.
Collision in Korea made $8.5 million.
Yeah, it made money, but that wasn't from ticket sales.
Yeah, it was a political gain for Korea and Inoki.
Of course, you find a way to shade
It was
Inoki.
actually more than that, but yeah, it was more than that. But go off.
And if you want to find out more about that, go to Dark Side of the Ring. They have an episode on it. Not sponsored, but it's a really good episode.
Fuck Dark Side of the Ring.
Hey, fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
Why? Wait, hold on.
Fuck
I want to know
you.
why. Why are we fucking Dark Side of the Ring?
I'm not fucking anyone. That's
Things
not...
I can't say because it was told to me within an NDA.
Oh. Shit. Okay.
Ooh.
Oof. Okay.
Scrap what I just said. We're moving on.
We're gonna move on from that.
so,
Holy shit.
We're,
Back to you, champ.
We're doing Ooh, why do I have to keep transitioning out of this? We're doing
Because you're the champ. This is your fucking job
why
now,
is
buddy.
This happens when I'm champion, not you.
Because I only do it when I'm champion.
Bullshit.
He has though.
Moving on.
He did though.
Moving on.
I have ran this podcast for almost an entire year now.
Moving on. I'm trying to move us on, and you aren't letting me. Moving on, we're doing predictions for All Out and Payback. My brain was trying to switch it around. Dear God. Cliff, I hope you pulled this up. Because if not, Austin's reading it.
I mean, I can.
Which
Which one are we doing first?
I've
got them both pulled up. Tell me which one I'm reading first, champ.
Let's do All Out first. It's the smaller card by one match.
All right. The 5 matches we have on the All Out card are Luchasaurus with Christian Cage versus Darby Allin. There, you happy?
Yes.
Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs, Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho, and Orange Cassidy or Penta versus Jon Moxley for the International Championship, and Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita. If there is a title or champion in the match, it is for the title.
Alright. Doing this one first. And the first up is Austen.
All right, so
you
are we
got?
doing it in that order?
Yeah,
we doing
yes, in the
Luchasaurus.
order.
Match 1 on the card is Luchasaurus with Christian Cage versus Darby Allin.
Give me Darby Allin.
Darby to beat Lucha?
It won't happen, but I'm not defending a title anymore, so I don't give a shit.
I'm taking Lucha.
I'm actually going with not changing my pick because I think he will make the TNT Championship better again. I'm going Darby.
Wow. All right. Match number 2 on the card.
He's gonna make the belt.
He's gonna mirror all of my picks just so I can't win the title again. That's always gonna
No,
do.
I
That's why I'm
think
going
Darby
first.
Allin can make the belt better again because Luchasaurus and Christian Cage are absolutely shitting the bed with their reign.
Their heels. Match 2 on the card
Doesn't
is
mean you gotta shit the
Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Same order. We're doing ACE, baby.
Give me Miro.
Miro. I also have Miro.
It's about time the Redeemer showed up, baby. It's about time.
I like the Redeemer.
Happy Rusev Day,
Always
baby.
Rusev Day.
I had to dig this one out.
Just remember, every day is Rusev Day.
It's got some stuff on the back. I forget what it says. I'm sure at the time I knew.
Cliff?
I've got Miro.
Miro?
Yeah.
I actually have Hobbs. I want to see Hobbs move into a championship placement. I think this could be him versus Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy, or Penta Zero. So I got Hobbs.
See, Hobbs already had his shot.
Yeah,
though.
Hobbs already fumbled his bag.
He had it in a spot where he was put in a position where Wardlow couldn't travel. This could be him actually getting a decent title run. So I got something stuck in my eye.
Bro's just not man enough to flip off the camera, apparently. He wants to do all
flipped off the camera
the
earlier,
funny,
jackass.
goofy shit.
Anyway, match 3
Go.
for the TBS Championship. We have Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho.
Chris Statlander.
She's not.
Even though I could see Ruby winning it here and putting like almost all the gold onto that shitty little faction that they have. But I just like Chris Statlander too much.
I agree.
To
The
pick
problem-
against her.
Cliff, go.
I'm taking Statlander too. I really do think that she needs to have a longer reign. Not necessarily as long as Jade had, but a longer reign.
We all picked the same here. I'm going Chris. I just don't... There's only 2 women's championships on AEW. Unless they shove Toni Storm and ROH for a belt, I don't see them putting it on Ruby. I think that's going to be a split with the women's championship.
That's part of like her new character, is that she's, you know, like this like anxiety ridden, you know, really worried, really crazy. So I could see it looking really good if the other 2 have the belts and she doesn't. So
you know who else has been looking really good?
Mommy.
Orange Cassidy?
Nope.
Is it not Mommy?
Toni Storm. I really like Toni Storm's new look.
Oh, with the
shorter hair. I'm not subscribed to Toni Storm's OnlyFans. I didn't even know she had one. Thanks for telling me, Preacher's Kid.
I go on the internet and Instagram exists. I don't know what your point is here.
Sure it is.
Uh-huh.
Match 4 on the card is the winner of Orange Cassidy versus Penta El Zero Miedo versus Jon Moxley for the International Championship.
That's a weird way to do that, isn't it? Like, have Jon Moxley, who isn't a champion, face champion? Whoever wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That makes no sense. I do think Orange Cassidy will beat Penta. I'm having trouble with... Is it time?
But do you put it on John? Is the thing.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I think his time is up, like, as champ.
Does that mean?
But
Penta
like, I don't know what good it would.
So we get Penta versus John. They running that back.
But you still can't put it on John though.
Okay, Penta wins.
I don't see Penta having a long reign with it.
All right, I'm picking John to win. But the next match is kind of why I'm leaning that way.
So Jon Moxley.
What, you got John versus Kenny?
No.
You know, there's...
So John versus Takeshita?
There's...
No, shut up! Just wait for us to get there and I'll explain it.
There's 4 constants in life. Death, taxes, the sun, and Orange Cassidy wins and retains the International Championship. I'm taking Orange Cassidy.
This shit's so boring.
I think boring. He will lose it soon, but
he needs to.
I think it needs to be to...
I love Orange Cassidy, but fuck, this reign has been so boring. The matches are fine, but what's a match with no fucking story?
Honestly, I was going to say he needs to lose it to Jack Perry before the fucking all-in shit. Honestly, though, if Penta walks away from this with the belt, I will be very happy. But I don't think he will.
I have finally started seeing what Cliff sees in this championship belt. I will admit that. I do think it can be a very good championship. I still stand by it. There has to be story behind it. There has to be good matches. And they've been putting on better and better matches with it. I'm just also watching Orange Cassidy come in with a new Band-Aid every time he comes into the ring. Like, the man started with the shoulder, now he had it, then it was elbow, then it was his wrist, and then it was his back, and then it's his forehead, and now it's his neck. I mean, the man has a Band-Aid almost covering his whole body. Orange Cassidy's going to the ICU no matter what.
Who do you have?
I don't see John winning this belt. I feel like that's a waste of him.
Did John ever win the tag titles? I know that's stupid, but I can't remember pandemic era.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yes. Not in AEW, but in WWE, he won it with Seth Rollins.
AEW.
AEW, no. John Moxley's only ever held the World Heavyweight Championship.
To me, John Moxley and Dean Ambrose are 2 different people. Anyway.
Because they are.
Yeah, basically. Quit stalling.
Well, he's trying to when he's
I'm
trying
not
to decide.
retaining. Give me Penta.
Penta.
I'm not retaining. This was a fun week.
So
A
that
few days as champion.
brings us to the last match of All Out. Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita.
As of now. Last match as of now.
Yes.
Austen.
It is specified
I want.
that Don Callis will be in the corner of Konosuke.
I want your explanation here on why you picked John in the match before. I want to hear this.
Because Konosuke is beating Kenny Omega in Chicago. Clean.
And Konosuke is going to be the
1,
one
2, 3
to win the international title.
And Konosuke is pretty much like an honorary member of the BCC. So that's why I'm saying I think Mox wins, and so does Konosuke. And the BCC finally takes that step. I think Daniel Bryan, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
He's hurt.
I know he's been hurt, but
Injured?
with what?
I think
He
it was
broke
a
his
long
arm fighting
wrist.
Okada.
Oh, it's on. He'll probably still be out.
No, he can cast it. He might even come back at All Out.
Fucking Cowboy Bob Orton, that shit.
And so all I'm saying is I think this is just like we'll see in the next show, because I've got this same fucking theory. This is that next step that they need to take in advancing that story with the BCC, because the BCC has just always kind of been the doormats. They haven't really... They are nowhere near what they were when they were with Regal. And they haven't been since Regal's been gone. I think this is really the first steps into legitimizing them once again, if that's what they want to do. So Moxley can have a nice little international championship run. Konosuke is going to beat Kenny Omega. When I first saw that match, I originally thought, like, oh, well, they'll have Kenny vanquish Konosuke, and they'll have him get one over on Uncle Don. But I thought that's what that was going to happen at All In, and it didn't happen at All In. I could see Kenny winning here, and they give it a rubber match at whatever next pay-per-view it is, Wrestle Dream.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the right move here is to have Konosuke pin him clean.
I also have Konosuke, but I have it for a different reason. I believe that Konosuke should be the one that finally beats Orange Cassidy, because he hasn't had a shot since he turned. So I fully believe he should be the one to finally put OC to rest. And then, he can have his first title in AEW, and, that can tell its story. So that's why I'm going with Konosuke.
I'm taking Konosuke as well. I think he is in the area he needs to be to finally get a actual push towards the championship. And I think beating Kenny will fully push him over. I don't want to see him continuing with Don Callis. I would love to see him continuing with just the BCC. But it is what it is. I just have him. I think this is what he needs to fully get a push towards either whoever is the international champion or the TNT championship. I don't think he'll get a world title push out of this by any means. Which closes us out of All Out. If you guys could reread your predictions, Austen.
Darby, Miro, Chris Statlander, John Moxley, and Konosuke Takeshita.
Cliff?
I've got Lucha, Miro, Statlander, Orange Cassidy, and Konosuke Takeshita.
And I have Darby, Hobbs, Chris, Penta, and Takeshita. Which leads us into Payback, and I'm trying to get it to fully fucking load here.
I've got it.
You gonna do it?
Yeah. We have 6 matches
Okay.
on the Payback card, which I believe I read earlier. But I'll read them again because, that was then. Here's now. Our match number 1, this is not the order of the matches on the card. This is how they're listed. We don't know how they'll be until, the day of the show. So we have Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a steel cage match. Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight title. Mommy versus Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's World Championship. That's going to be a very good match. Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory for the U.S. title. LA Knight, versus The Miz.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day, which will be Damian Priest and Finn Balor. That is the card as of right now. I'm trying to pull up Raw and see if they've added that last match. I think they're going to add, which will be Gable versus Gunther.
That would be amazing. I would love it.
Oh, they're definitely. Let's go ahead and put that on here because it's going to be on there. Yeah.
All right. This one I did have Cliff, Austen, and then me doing predictions. So Cliff, you will head us up.
Okay. We'll start off with match.
Do you want to do the Gable one first?
I was about to say everyone added Gable Gunther, right?
I can.
Yeah.
That's just I don't want to
because.
Good. It hasn't been announced yet,
I've got
Raw is tonight, so that's why I'm checking.
I've got a fairly good feeling that they're going to run that back at Payback.
And if they don't, we just scratch it off.
Yeah, I don't know why they would run it back all the way at Fastlane. That makes no sense.
That would
to me.
take too long. It's almost.
That's what I'm saying.
Ruins it.
So we'll add that on to the end, and maybe they'll announce it before the end of the podcast. That'll work. Starting with match number 1, we have Becky versus Trish in a steel cage. I'm taking Becky just because I want this to be over.
Austen?
I'm also taking Becky.
We all got Becky here.
Send Trish home, bro.
I think we all have the same idea. I've hated it since the beginning. Everybody has hated it since the beginning. No one wanted it. Lita was nice. While she was there. Trish has not been.
Okay, so Gunther versus Gable is next week on Raw, not at Payback.
Why? What? Vince McMahon
ahead,
out of his
Mark,
hidey
It
hole?
was just announced.
Vince McMahon's out of his hidey hole.
Wait. When's Honky Tonk Man's record up?
Oh,
that
is
could
it this
play
weekend?
into it.
I think it is. I think it's this weekend, and that's why.
Well, let me do a little bit of research.
Okay. You do that.
Ouch.
I'll introduce the second match, and I'm picking first anyway. So we have Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And
Can we just state real quick that Shinsuke Nakamura, I still haven't found out when exactly his contract. I've tried searching, and Google has told me one thing, one website tells me another, one tells me another. Maybe you can find a definitive answer. I feel like this is just trying to keep him around. Shinsuke has been the ultimate enigma in WWE when I'm trying to find out his status with the company. I struggle with it daily trying to figure out what the hell's happening with him anymore.
I don't know.
Austin looks confused.
I'm trying to do math.
I'm imagining the numbers
because he's at 440. he's at 443 right now, and the record's 454. So if he loses it next week on Raw, he'd be like a day short.
Yeah.
So in other words, he's not losing.
No, see, I could see them having him lose to build a full-on Gunther Walter heel push, maybe towards the World Championship because he lost the belt before, or a stronger Gunther going towards the Intercontinental Championship.
I really could see them pulling something along the lines of Gable wins again, but doesn't win the title. Like Imperium interferes or something like that.
So he wins twice,
I really do.
but he didn't win the belt. Fastlane, they could do a Fastlane thing where no outside interference, no escape. So no disqualification, no count out, do a false count anywhere match. I mean, it eliminates everything.
Today is day 444 of his reign.
So he needs another week and a couple days. Oh.
So Gable wins, but via
doesn't win the
some
title.
outside means. And Fastlane, he gets the championship.
All right, what match are we doing now? We're talking about a match that's not even on the fucking card.
We're on
Seth
freaking
Shinsuke.
Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
And what were the picks for that?
We haven't made any picks yet. We got to talking. So I am going to put it out in the universe and really hope for the best with it. I'm picking Shin. Like, is it going to happen?
Cliff, I hope you win the belt.
It's not going to happen. But goddamn, would it be nice if it did.
Cliff, I hope you win the belt.
I'm also taking Shinsuke.
What?
I am. This was the one I left blank. I'm not even fucking. I will show you. I wrote all of them down, except for this one, because I was going back and forth on it. I'm sitting here thinking, and for another reason, I will explain later. I think Shinsuke wins this.
I say I really want Shin to do it because Shin needs a proper run. Give him an actual.
Well, plus they had this recent character change as well, so
yeah, this new, more like what he was in Japan. This like cold, calculated, sadistic,
Yeah.
So Eli, who do you have, and why are you picking Shin now? Because we've got you scared.
Well, the thing is, Seth winning would really help his title reign. But I also need my title reign to continue.
Defensive pick incoming.
And I'm going to defensive pick for sure here. And
but hold on, hear me out. You said you're not going to retain it because you made that Penta pick. You picked Hobbs when Cliff and I didn't pick Miro. You got to think about it here, buddy. A defensive pick might not help you at all.
I would take some advice from the Forever Champ.
Go with what you want. I'm just saying, you might already be down enough to where a defensive pick does not help you at all.
Everything in my brain is telling me Seth.
You gonna argue with it?
Judging by his brain, yeah, he probably should.
He's buffering.
I'm staring at the briefcase. I got option C over there.
I mean, you can go defensive. You do have the briefcase. I forgot about that. It's up to you and how you're feeling.
Yeah, but then he'd have to beat one of us.
I won the belt by being different. I won the CC by being different. I won the Ace in the Bank by being different.
All this just to pick Shin.
I'm picking Seth. Be different. That ain't a mind game. That's me. I
literally talked you out of picking Shinsuke. I don't want to hear anything about what you're about to say.
With Shinsuke makes sense winning. At all.
But you almost picked him.
A new character. Defensively, but I also have a Money in the Bank briefcase right there. Ace in the Bank.
Ace in the Bank.
Briefcase right there.
I will tell you why it makes sense later on.
Damn straight.
Go.
The next match on the card is Mommy Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. You got Mommy versus... I almost said Muscle Mommy, but I don't know if that would work for Raquel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, she does have a nice... The traps and stuff.
She's got the physique.
But I'm picking Rhea. It's Rhea. It's Rhea. It's Rhea all day.
See, this is the
Now,
pay-per-view.
I think Raquel might be like take the title off of her later, but not right
You
now.
got to build the story.
Ooh. Nah, I can't bet against Rhea. Anytime I have, I've lost.
Don't worry about
I do think
betting
Judgment Day
against
implodes
Mommy.
here. But I don't think this
See,
match
I
with
don't
Judgment Day
think
implodes.
so.
I don't think so either. I'll tell
I
you
think
why
the
later.
Garen fucking brainwave activated. The next match on the card is the deadbeat dad Rey Mysterio versus Austen Theory.
Shut the hell up.
I'm picking Rey. He needs to have
I also got Rey.
substance to it.
Not even that. This is a throwaway title reign, solely for the reason that
Santos
Rey is going
Tencio.
to hand the title over to Santos Escobar. That's it.
I don't think so.
That's what this is going to be. This is going
Heel
to come
of
to
the
a head,
duo.
and like probably at Royal Rumble it'll be Santos versus Rey Mysterio. It'll be a passing of the torch type of deal. Santos will beat Rey, and Rey will probably retire.
I was thinking Rey versus Dom because Santos wouldn't be.
Dom's got a
That's
title.
correct for now,
Rey holds the belt to Royal Rumble.
and Santos can't beat him at Payback. So then Rey can say, you're not ready. Yeah, there's no one ready yet, so I need to stay around. Insert Dom. Dom retires his father. Anyway, I've got
I'm
Rey
sorry,
here.
my brain just short-circuited there. I got Rey too, but Rey holding the belt to Royal Rumble just kind of threw me for a second.
Did you just not realize how late in the year we are?
That one. Whew. Yeah.
Match
Yeah.
5 on the card. We've got L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Versus The Miz.
Yeah.
And there's only one right pick. And it's his game. And let me talk to you. It's L.A. Knight.
With everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Miz.
Okay.
Nah, that's a fucking joke. That's a joke.
No,
Got
I
it
wrote it
written
down. 2v1.
That's
Wanna
too
flip a
bad.
coin?
I got mine written down before you guys are even thinking about this
Want a
card.
roll of dice?
No, it's...
No, because if you can say Stan Hansen and get away with it, I'm going to say The Miz and get away with it.
Oh, God. Eli, why are you
Fair
picking
enough.
The Miz?
I can't even get mad at that one. I'm not picking The Miz. I think LA Knight wins this match and either moves on to face, I don't want to say Roman, but possibly Rey, or he gets a main event push towards a main
I
event
say,
push.
Jesus Christ.
We haven't seen
Bro
Roman
beats The Miz
since SummerSlam?
Yeah, bro.
he's a bitch. No. No,
Bro beats
LA
The
Knight
Miz and
needs...
Eli thinks he's automatically going to go face the
LA
greatest
Knight-
champion of this generation.
You know what I don't want
LA
to see,
Knight
but I
won
think will
the Battle
happen?
Royal that guaranteed him a title match eventually.
I honestly do think we're going to see LA versus Cody, and I don't want to see it.
That would be fun.
Because that means one of them has to go over the other.
Not necessarily.
I think they'll put each other over pretty well.
I think it's going to be interesting to see who wins the Rumble.
I know the Rumble is...
That's where it's at.
It's narrow, but it's narrow onto like 3 people.
Gunther, LA Knight, and Cody. Those are
That's
the
your
3.
final 3 right there.
Finish the story.
It's got to be Cody, right?
It has to be Cody.
It doesn't have to be, though.
Or since we have 2 world titles now, it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
Cody.
the Elimination Chamber could mean that the winner of that, like it was, would go on to get the other main event. Well, the other
When is the
major
draft?
title.
Is that after or before Mania?
Always after, Eli. Come on now.
After?
We're looking ahead way too far. We need to fucking
Focus.
predictions for
And
this
the
now.
Focus, last match.
Announced match we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day of Priest and Finn Balor. I
Cliff has Judgment Day, and why?
fully believe in the Judgment Day. I really do. I'm picking the Judgment Day.
Austen has Judge. Ooh, I just had a stroke. We might have to take a break. Hold on. Ooh,
Austen, who do you have?
This is why we don't let you run shows.
I'm not okay. My brain just completely short-circuited there.
This is why we don't let you run shows. I also have the Judgment Day.
Really? I expected that to be different.
I have the Judgment Day because I think that's how you get the title on Priest. You have Shinsuke win it, and you have Priest cash in on Shinsuke.
Yep.
That way it doesn't hurt Seth at all. And then now, you might even have Damian Priest going into this match with the title. Because it would not surprise me, Shinsuke wins, but with the help of Damian Priest, then Damian Priest cashes in shortly after.
I really do think that the cash-in is coming. I really do.
Well,
Now,
I got
it all
Sami
depends
and
on the
Kevin
order of this
Owens.
card.
I'm not even moving on from that one. I got Sami and Kevin Owens here. I like that title thing. I think Finn, though, if that happens, Finn, because that means Damian did something Finn couldn't do. Damian
So then
won
we
the
get
world
Damian
championship
v.
before
Finn.
Finn could. And then Finn turns on Damian in this match, which leads to Sami and KO winning.
Well, that's just one of the possible scenarios. Damian could wait till later to cash in.
This
I don't know. I
match
just feel like
has a
Kevin,
lot to it.
I feel like Kevin and Sami's title reign's kind of
Tapered.
Well, because
Here,
the whole
It's a
plan
thumbs down.
I
was
really want them
that
to
it should have been
split the damn
split.
titles.
Yeah. You have one tag team that has to travel between two shows, and they don't have any challenges. The only thing that's really showed up is Judgment Day. That's it. That's all they've been stuck with, other than the Usos. And they're no more. What is
I'm
Cliff?
so glad everyone's going to be able to hear every single word you said crystal clear, Eli.
What?
I truly am happy.
I don't even know if he's still with us.
And this is our
Oh,
champion.
God.
Doesn't even have reliable internet.
Oh,
We can keep
Are
making
you
fun
back?
of my internet all the time. Fuck you. I've been here the whole time, jackass.
He's typing like we can't see him.
I can't.
We need to move on. We can't sit here and wait on him.
What typing?
So, Cliff, you and I will read off our predictions, and if he isn't got his shit figured out by then, we'll read his
All right.
for him. For my predictions, I had Becky, Shinsuke, Mommy, Rhea Ripley, Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, and
What the
Judgment
fuck
Day.
just happened?
And for my picks, I have Becky, Shin, Rhea, Ray, LA, and Judgment Day.
And then Eli has Becky Lynch, Seth freaking Rollins, Mommy, Ray, and LA Knight as well. And he had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens retaining their
The unified tag team titles.
Yeah, unified tag titles.
Honestly,
And
I have an interesting question. So now that we're all challenging again, what happens if we tie but we beat Eli? Do we become co-champs?
Has something like this happened
No,
before? I was trying to
it
think.
has not.
I guess it'd just be trivia. I don't know.
Eli would have to pick trivia.
I guess. I
Or
don't
like
know.
he'd pick like personal trivia or something. Like what's his favorite color? What's his favorite food?
Well, we can't tie. There's no way
Is
we
there
can.
no?
Because the Orange Cassidy Mox match. You can't even tie with Eli.
No.
Because he picked
I
Penta.
am win or lose.
All of us are win or lose. And just to be completely transparent, we're going to stop recording and then wait for him to get back in. So we will catch you hopefully within a couple minutes. Catch you on down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back with my fuck up as you guys both do the robot. Thanks. I needed that.
I'm posing. I'm giving a 5-second pose for the benefit of those with flash photography. Thank you very much.
I feel like that was something
I
I
was just
missed
doing the
before
robot.
I got back. So I had
was just doing the
a
robot.
internet thing that I'm going to be calling this week because this is a consistent thing that not only with the podcast but has been happening with the internet in general. Last time they did this, they tried upselling us on a updated router that is what I'm on now, and it's not
My
working.
book fell over.
So it's fuck Frontier, man. Straight up. Fuck you.
How are you guys gonna know that I read without my book up in the background? That I've definitely read at least 1,000 times.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
1,000
I'm
times.
studious like that. Thus
So-
spoke Rohan Kishibe.
Sorry
one.
about that. To you guys and the watchers and listeners.
Jeez, Champ's already wasting my time.
Now bite me.
I haven't fucking eaten today, bro.
Alright. Do an wrestler. Do an athlete. Champ, do you want to go first, or is this champ going first?
I'm assuming you're talking
Huh?
to me because I'm the only other champ of this podcast.
I'm
so we can
respecting
let the
you
great
next
as a
champ
champion.
go first.
Because he doesn't do guess the athlete. That's wild.
I'm asking the champion of the podcast if he wants to do guess the athlete.
I've already got athletes pulled up. That's what I said
Well, I
before
didn't
we even
ask
started
you.
broadcasting.
It's okay. He's already got him pulled up. So yeah, we're good. I'll hit
I'm
it next
champ-
week or
I'm
whenever
champ
we
next week.
hit the
Then
sports podcast.
you got it, champ.
That's a good keyword there is
that's
if.
a tall
Buddy.
order.
Hey, I'm respecting you as a champion. Leave me alone. Austin, you going first or am I?
I don't know, champ. How about you make that decision? This is your podcast now, after all.
Go.
Alrighty.
Oh God, he didn't realize how much work it'd be, huh?
No, I realized
Oh.
it. I just didn't
Only gonna
realize
be a
how
week.
frustrating he was gonna be.
What, you mean making you do everything I've done the entire year we've had this podcast?
fuck
Oh, heaven
off.
forbid. Heaven forbid.
Because even when I was
Oh,
champion, I
God.
wasn't allowed to do anything.
Now you know why I didn't let you do anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is great.
Shut up.
No.
You
All
all
right,
the way
Eli,
on the
I'm
other
gonna be
end.
honest. I don't really have any surface level
Oh God.
athletes picked for this week. So the chances you get this dude are 0, but it's okay.
I like that
It's
it's
okay.
okay for me. You, on the other hand, Cliff. You should know
Cliff
better.
might be able to get Cliff might be able to get all of them.
Oh, do I
Might.
have two of them? Because I'm the sports champ.
Yeah, so I have 3. One of them you two can do together.
Okay.
All right, Eli.
What's up?
This man played 8 years in the Major League Baseball Association. He played from 20. I'm gonna be more lenient with you since you probably won't get this anyway. This man played from 2013 to 2020. He's been with 3 different teams, in both the NL and the AL. This man has a lifetime batting average of 245.
Oh.
With 84 home runs and 255 RBIs. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he played primarily DH, so designated hitter. I know he played in the field, but here, let me check.
While you're checking that, are we sure he retired in 2020?
Yes.
And he played 8 years.
Yes.
My math ain't mathing.
Counting
2013
Eli. 2013, 2014, 2015,
So
2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020.
Played in 2013. My
1,
brain wasn't
2,
putting that in.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7. Holy shit, that's 8.
My brain actually wasn't
my
putting it in that
God.
he actually played in 2013. Fuck off.
This man
It's
has
not
a
like it's
WAR of
unheard of.
5.4.
Not a WAR of 5.4. Oh no.
If you want anything else, that'll be a hint.
Can I get teams?
That'll be a hint.
I will take that as a hint. That's okay.
Okay, Miami, Cincinnati, and Texas.
There's no way he gets this. You are awful.
Like I said, I didn't have any ready, bro.
2020. So that was his last trade to. That's when he
You're
got traded
fucking
to
awful.
Texas.
I don't know if it was through a trade or off season.
I'm pretty sure it was through a trade. Because I'm pretty sure Cincinnati got a player from it.
And
Shit.
those might not be in order either.
No, I'm pretty sure he started in Miami, went to Cincinnati, and was traded to Texas. If it's the player I'm thinking of, but fuck if I can remember how to pronounce his name.
Eli a little studious now? Eli paying attention a little more to...
Because the
Just
trade
go ahead
pissed
and
me
ask
off
for
a little
another
bit.
hint.
Because I wanted if designated hitter.
No, he played out in the field too.
He
I
played out
couldn't
in the
find
field.
what position he was.
See, that's the thing.
I think it was right field. If it's who I'm
the
thinking
guy I'm
of.
thinking of.
Hey, no.
is second baseman, not out in the field.
If he wants the positions, that's another hint.
If it's the guy I'm
probably
thinking of,
wrong,
he played shortstop, I think, maybe. Shortstop or center. So I wanted him to come to Philly, but he didn't. He went to Texas. Shit.
You
I'm gonna
have
feel
another hint.
I'm gonna feel
Yeah,
so
you
dumb.
get 2 hints, Eli.
What position was it?
He played left fielder, third baseman, and second baseman.
Ooh, so it
He was
the
drafted
second
by the
baseman.
Houston Astros in the 3rd round of the 2007 June amateur draft, and by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 2nd round of the 2010 June amateur draft as well.
He went to Rays, went to Cincy, went to Texas, second base. I wanted him to come to Philly because we didn't have a reliable second baseman at the time.
You know, Miami and Tampa Bay are 2 different teams, Eli. Nice try.
I know. I can't think of his name.
This man's got
I
hella
can't
beef
even-
with the entire Pittsburgh Pirates organization.
Probably, a lot of people do, man. Ain't nobody.
Oh,
ain't
him
nothing.
especially.
I'm gonna have to forfeit this one. I don't know. I can't think of his name. Was I right on the order of his team, though?
Huh?
Was I right in the order of the teams?
Are you officially done? You're forfeiting?
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
All right, Cliff, who is it?
Well, at first I thought it was Josh Hamilton, but then I realized very quickly it was not Josh Hamilton.
Not Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton's been a lot more places than 3 teams.
He has. But I realized that. And so, Miami, Cincy, Texas. Is it Derek Dietrich?
It is Derek Dietrich.
Yep.
I can't pronounce
He
that.
sucked ass in Texas, and he has not
Yes,
played
he did.
since.
Yeah. But did I get the order right of where he played? It was
Miami, Cincinnati, Texas, yeah.
yeah. And I couldn't pronounce his name because it's
All right, Cliff.
Dietrich.
The only way you're getting this is if we have another like brother same
Brain?
thought,
Yeah.
yes, that's the only way you're getting this.
I doubt. I don't know. I've already used it up.
This man
All right.
played for 3 years in the National Football League.
Oh no.
yes.
No, I lied. 5.
Oh.
5 years. 5 years.
That doesn't help.
You know who this is?
5
but
years.
He's a running back.
5 years in the National Football League. He is a wide receiver. I'll go ahead and give you that.
Oh God, never mind.
79 targets for 51 receptions, 532 yards, 3 touchdowns. His entire career.
Can I get a hint?
I don't
Or can
think
I
you
ask
want one.
for college stuff?
I can't. So this man played 39 games through his college career. For over 1,000 yards. He averaged 13.2 yards his college career, 5 touchdowns.
So wait, he didn't win any like conference player of the year or conference player of the weeks or anything like that?
Nope. He did not.
Is that
He went
because there wasn't a
undrafted.
conference?
No. He was in a conference.
Okay. Because I thought you were going Golden Tate on me for a second. But
Golden Tate played a lot more than
So-
5 years, I can tell you that.
I didn't think he
Yep.
did. So
He did.
this man was 1,000-yard reception, only 5 touchdown, 5 years in the league. Sorry, 5 years in the league. I'm gonna need another hint.
He's a British
He has been with 1, 2, 3. He's been with 6 teams, but a lot of those he didn't actually play. So he's actively played with 3 teams, but he's been with 6,
I don't think that one helps.
including he was an off-season and or practice squad member for a CFL team.
Not the CFL,
God.
bro. Okay. So I have nothing to work with. 5 years. It's 5 years in the league, right?
5 years in the league, 3 years with
5
one
years
team,
in the league.
and the other 2. He was getting passed
Just
around.
bouncing.
Yeah, he was getting passed. He was a journeyman.
Oh God! You can tell
The
me
man
no.
had 6 fumbles in his career.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
reading off stuff that might help.
You
I
can tell
think
me
I
no
found
if
him.
you don't want to answer this. But is he still active?
He is not.
Okay.
If it's who I
To
think,
my knowledge, he is not. I can look at it, but yeah, no, he is not.
okay, it's not who I thought it was. Never mind.
He made the
God
postseason
damn.
a single time, once. 7 receptions for 93 yards and no touchdowns.
The guy I was
So
thinking
all
played
of
for 15
this-
seasons.
Makes me believe in the league he was an option 2 for a good team, and then got passed around the league. But being option 2 doesn't mean a whole lot. Makes me think it's like Colts era, like Peyton era Colts, maybe. That's where I'm leaning right now.
Could be Luck era Colts.
No.
Colts passed
don't
around
think
a lot
it
of wide
is.
receivers doing that too.
Not
A lot of
really.
linemen.
No,
a couple
they
that went
kept their
through.
wide receiver room.
It just wasn't that good.
Yeah, it sucked ass. Still
Because they
does.
wouldn't spend any money.
My opinion's my opinion.
So
I hold true.
3 years, the one postseason appearance, probably with the Colts. 'Cause I doubt he made it as a journeyman. 'Cause I doubt he ended up on a good team.
5 years. He
Okay,
played
5
years
years.
in the NFL. 3 teams officially,
So-
6 teams in total.
Wide receiver. Like
Yep.
only 5 touchdowns in his career.
Austin, please send this to me. I have a guess, but I don't think it's
Eh.
right.
He played with an elite quarterback.
Austin, send me the name.
Did he play with Joe Flacco? Is that the joke?
Hey!
That is the
shut
joke.
your mouth.
That is the joke.
Shut your mouth.
Joe Flacco had one good year.
Shut your
up.
mouth.
Does this man have a
Yeah.
Super Bowl ring with Joe Flacco?
No, he doesn't.
Shut
He
your
didn't
mouth.
catch a touchdown in the postseason. Only had 7 receptions in the postseason. There's no way he has a Super Bowl ring.
Got injured. You never know.
Yeah, no. You stumped me.
You have no guesses?
So I would. I don't. I can't.
I got
Because
both
there's
of you?
just. You know what? I'll secede it, but keep giving me hints until I get it. Should I get it?
This man was a part of the worst NFL play ever ran.
Oh, he was the snapper who snapped it to fucking Pat McAfee. I forget his name.
No, he didn't snap it to McAfee. McAfee wasn't a part of that. McAfee was over on the other side of the field.
Oh no.
Oh, yep. Wait. So that means he was the quarterback then.
Oh no.
God. Nope.
Oh no.
I can't remember his name.
Griff Whalen.
God
Yeah,
damn. You
that's
pulled
like-
that
you-
one out of the clutches. Holy
Went
shit.
into boogeyman depths to get that one, man.
God damn. That one's rough. All right, what's the one you got for both of us?
I thought of Brandon Marshall at first, but he played for a lot of seasons more than I. Look, I didn't like
Brandon Marshall
much.
also had a better career.
Okay, this one should be
So it
pretty
was-
easy.
It was
Debatable.
Luck era Colts. Damn, Eli, you were right.
It
I
was
knew it
Luck's very
was.
first year.
Because when Austin stopped
Those
moving
looks-
after I said that, I'm like, yeah, no. I just dropped a hint that Cliff's not paying attention to.
It was Luck's first year. Because
Yeah.
he
Where did
joined
he go to
with
college?
Stanford.
Luck?
He went to Stanford
Stanford.
with Luck and Kobe Fleener.
Not Kobe Flynn. Anyway,
Where did all
Roll
of
it.
them end up?
So, here, let me see if I can find a better website for this.
Oh, God.
Andrew Luck's probably using his degree somewhere, having a good old time.
Andrew
He
looks,
probably doesn't even have
Luck
to. He probably
looks like
he's got
a
enough money.
twig that could fall over any second in the shadow.
You talking about Griff Whalen?
I'm talking about Luck. I
All right.
wasn't a Luck fan.
This man is a 4-time NCAA All-American. He's a Big Ten champion, 2-time Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational champion,
That was a lot.
Junior Freestyle World Champion, U.S. Open champion, 2-time NWCA Scholar All-American, 2-time academic all Big Ten, the academic team, all Big Ten academic team. He won the NCAA finals once. So he was the best wrestler in the nation a single time. And he also received the Dan Hodge Trophy as college wrestling's most dominant wrestler.
I really want to say Lesnar, but I don't think you'd be that cliche.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Gable Stevenson comes to mind.
I think Gable Stevenson won it more than once. So I do need a hint, though. Because I'll make that call.
So this man won. He won the D1 wrestling championships, but he also finished second as well. He also
who's the guy
won
that
the
was
Big
facing
Ten
off against him?
He also won the Big Ten championships and finished twice. Like, finished second twice as well.
Okay.
Who's the guy that went against
All right,
Stevenson?
you guys took
times?
a hint, so
Yeah.
correct. All right.
Yeah. There was the one dude because he finally won after Stevenson left.
Isn't that the kid from Lawrenceburg?
His freshman year, he went 32-9. And he went 28-1 as a sophomore.
You said he's All-American?
4-time All-American.
Austen only won it once. He's not being egotistical.
4-time All-American. This man's a college wrestler. How would I lie about being a college wrestler, Eli?
I know. I was making a joke about the fact that you're an All-American, so you are making up your own repertoire.
I am an All-American. I'm not lying about that.
I know. I was giving you a little shout out there.
How was it supposed to be easy?
He was scheduled to compete.
I think it's
the 1 year he was scheduled to compete. It was canceled due to COVID.
What keeps flashing?
And he was supposed to be the 2 seed.
The year what was scheduled?
Basically,
you just
when
said
COVID
the year
happened.
It was scheduled.
The year the NCAA finals were scheduled, he was 2nd seed, and it got canceled due to COVID.
Cliff, my brain is telling me Stevenson or the one dude that kept going up against him and couldn't beat him.
Well, you guys got
his name.
You guys got 2 guesses, so
because he kept finishing.
For some reason, I'm thinking
Stevenson.
Gable, like not Gable Stevenson, Chad Gable. I don't know. I don't think it's
Olympic,
right.
And there was no Olympic.
Hey, you want to know something that'll muddy the waters even more?
This
man was and might currently be signed to the WWE.
It's Gable Stevenson.
Well, it can't be Gable Stevenson because that man don't exist.
Well, Eli, what was that dude you're just saying? The dude who Baron Corbin beat.
Oh, fuck.
Gable Stevenson?
I can't remember his name. Yeah, Stevenson.
Dude,
yeah.
I have a problem with pronouncing names.
It's Stevenson, not Stevenson.
Yes, I have problems pronouncing names.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess, yeah.
Not Gable Stevenson. You got 1 try left.
Well, shit.
Did they sign the one dude that he faced? No. Multi-time. It's not Brock, because he would have added the championship.
No. What do you mean championship?
WWE championships if he would have wanted WWE championship.
I wouldn't be including that.
Oh, you bitch.
This is
How many times did Brock win it, Cliff?
I will tell you,
Brock did only win it once.
You got Brock, you got Shelton. That was not an Olympic, so it's not Chad.
Could be Shelton. But that's the thing, though. You got to realize it's not either of them. Because
there's no guarantee that there's not.
Eli, the dude was still wrestling in college when COVID canceled it.
Who recently joined then? You have Dempsey. but I don't know if he wrestled American.
Big Ten wrestler. 4-time All-American.
Check one,
I think
two.
you got us.
Oh, yeah.
You guys don't know?
I have a few guesses, but
So-
I don't think any of them are right.
COVID canceled.
$2020 wrestler. My brain's telling me NXT because he has to be
Well,
young.
good luck with that, Eli. You're the only one here that watches NXT. So,
don't
you
even
know what?
watch
You have
NXT,
some
dude.
fun with that.
Yeah, that would require me to. Is it Braun Breaker?
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
Not Braun Breaker. This man hails from Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
Yep. I
This
didn't know
is-
his name.
This is the man that
I couldn't
always
remember his
finished
name.
second until Gable Steveson left. Because Gable
I
Steveson
know
was at Minnesota. Gable Steveson was at Minnesota, and he would always beat Mason Paris in the finals. Mason, I guarantee you Mason Paris doesn't remember me, but I was a freshman, I think, when he was a senior, or he might have been 2 years ahead of me. This is one of the most, like, you know how like you see a dude, he's a specimen. Like when I went to a AEW show for the first time. First time Billy Gunn had been at an AEW show. He's a specimen. You look at someone like John Cena, he's a specimen. When you see Mason Paris, that man is a specimen. We're talking about a dude who wrestled at heavyweight, 285, who ran the 110 hurdles in high school.
Dude was built fucking different.
Bro went to state for the 110 hurdles while wrestling 285. I think in high school it's 265. I
Yeah,
think that's
you're
the
right.
cap. Regardless, this man was he was just something else. Absolutely something else.
I knew it
Built
as soon as you started
fucking
talking,
different.
and you stayed for a second on the All-American part. And then I brought up yours, and you smiled. I'm
Yeah,
like, it's somebody
two-time
Austen
state
has
qualifier
faced
in
and
shot
or
put.
seen.
And 110-meter hurdles.
As soon as you smiled, my brain goes, oh, it's somebody you've faced and seen. But it's somebody that finished second. And Gable finished first. But I couldn't remember his name, and I was hoping Cliff would remember it, and Cliff wasn't picking it up.
Oh, I'll never forget the name Mason Paris. And he signed an NIL deal with WWE like 2 years ago as like part of their
I
big
forgot about that part.
recruitment. Yeah, their big recruitment thing where they're signing a bunch of college athletes. I don't know if anything's come from it. I have not the slightest clue, but
The twins that played volleyball, I think, or basketball, are finally getting a spotlight.
well, he just finished college, so
Maybe soon.
Yeah.
They're bringing in a
But,
lot of those
alright.
people from that.
but he also
God,
might be
this
going
is
to
a-
the Olympics. So
Yeah. This is a wrestling podcast. So, Eli, what you got?
let's praise quick.
Cliff. CBS Sports Comeback Wrestler of the Year 2019. Two-time FCW Florida Tag Team Champion. Best Return 2022. Feud of the Year 2010. Match of the Year 2014. Most Hated Wrestler of the Year 2010. Ranked number 6 of the top
This is
500.
easy.
PWI 500 in 2014. I don't want to pronounce this award's name. Guka Award 2019. Best Gimmick
The
2013.
what award?
Yeah. Yeah. I
The
don't want to
what
say it again.
award?
I don't want to say it again. Best Gimmick 2013.
The-
Best Gimmick 2019. Most Overrated 2020. Worst Gimmick 2017. Worst Gimmick 2020. Worst Feud of the Year 2017. Worst Feud of the Year 2019. Worst Feud of the Year 2020. Worst Feud of the Year 2021. Worst Work Match of the Year 2014. Worst Work Match of the Year 2017.
Bro was on a mean streak.
Bro
Worst
went
work.
up and down.
Worst Match of the Year 2019. Worst Match of the Year 2020. One-time WWE Champion, two-time Universal Champion, one-time Raw Tag Team Champion, one-time SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Tag Team Eliminator 2018, WWE Year-End Award for Male Wrestler of the Year 2019. I'm not pronouncing the one award again.
I can you at least spell it?
G.O.A.T. It's given each year to the worst gimmick, storyline, match, or event in wrestling that year. The award is named after Gobbledygooker.
You were afraid to say Gooker, Eli.
Yes, rightfully
I have
so.
speech impediments, and I feel like that's going to come out as a slang, and I don't feel like having that happen.
Not a slang, a slur.
That
slur.
too. Yeah, so I'm sorry. Let's just move on. Cliff, do you need any hints?
I already know who this is.
I'm sorry. I'm very confused on, the Gooker award. That's what really got me. So anyway, I'm gonna take a hint.
You don't know who this is?
You fucking serious? Hang on. Developmental territories, WWE 2009 to 2010. God, NXT 2012 2014. Main roster 2014 2015. Around there. 2016, 2017, he was still technically a part of what he was doing the years before that. 2017, 2018, he took a step in a different direction. 2019, 2021, he had a whole other different direction that his character went.
Do we want this to be over fast, or do you want me to keep stringing Eli along?
I'm going to beat the shit out of you next time I see you.
It's Bray.
Yep. Austen, are you ready?
That means Austin's got Terry Funk.
So.
Well, I guess I'm changing it because Cliff has to run his mouth. Dennis Rodman's a part of the Dream Team.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I already knew it was going to be Terry Funk, so I pulled it up on my phone if it would actually show it. Yep.
Yep.
You're a bitch. Alright. Give me a second, you a-hole.
What, are you going to pull out fucking Bob Barker next?
No, he's going to do Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Superstar Billy Graham.
I thought about it.
Jay Briscoe.
Alright. In All
Jade
Japan Pro
Cargill without
Wrestling,
the TNT title.
God,
The TBS title,
absolutely
my
nothing
bad.
and useless.
One-time TBS title reign.
All Japan Pro Wrestling, he is a two-time NWA International Heavyweight Champion. He won World's Strongest Tag Determination League in 1977, 1979, 1982. NWA International Heavyweight Championship Tournament in 1981. World's Strongest Tag Determination League Technical Award 1977. Holy smokes. World's Strongest Tag Determination League Team Play Award 1980. Gosh, done. World's Strongest Tag Determined League Distinguished Service Medal Award,
Jesus
1984. World's Strongest
Bro's a
Tag
tag team
Determined,
magician.
Determined League Skill Award, 1985.
Just get to the important stuff that you think would help me.
Gosh, done.
You don't have to keep it. You go. I don't
God.
want to listen to you read all that out.
God. NWA Hall of Fame, class of 2006. NWA World Heavyweight Champion once. PWI Match of the Year 1973, 1974. Stanley Weston Award 2014. PWI ranked him 147 of the top 500 in 1994. 149 of the 500 in the PWI years in 2003, and 9 of the top 100 tag teams PWI in 2003. Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame and Museum, class of 2005. He is in the WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2009. That's the important stuff.
09. I could be wrong, but I think this man also passed away this year. Harley Race?
It is not Harley Race. This man
What?
still be kicking it. Let me tell you that there was 4 more strongest tag tournament awards that he had.
Is this Dory Funk? Is this Dory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's Dory Funk. You're a fucking... Because he went in as the Funks, because the Funks went in with the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
God. Oh man,
when did Harley Race pass away?
God, I don't know. That was
I think it was
2019. 2019.
Yeah.
4
World's
years ago.
strongest tag determined 1977, 1980,
The
1984,
Funks ran that for a
1985,
couple years,
86,
didn't they?
87,
Yeah, no
90,
shit.
91. 1, 2,
The Funk.
3 of them wasn't
The
even one
Funks
Funk.
were.
The strongest tag determination league.
One was Giant
They
Baba.
were the strongest
The other one
tag
was Al
determination league.
Perez, and the other one was who else was it? No, I guess it was only 2. Gosh, dude, damn, that was. Oh. Damn. Well, as laggy as I got during one of these episodes, this episode, Austen has been doing the outro since the beginning. I'm not changing that up. But I will Stan Hansen lariat over the competition with these predictions. Cliff, you know whose contract comes up January 1st, 2024? MJF's.
It's not January 1st, my guy.
He said it was January 1st during the press conference.
Of course he says that. Because the Rumble, he's going to say that. I'm actually not going to do 2024 today. I just got 3 words. Follow the buzzards.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow suit. Make sure you. I feel like I haven't said this in a while. Make sure you love yourselves. Take care of each other. Make sure you tell the people that you love them. Never know. Never know when that last time might be.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and read off some of these quotes that I had here. As kind of a little send off here. All these are from Bray Wyatt, from promos, other things. Once they put a label on you, that's their way of putting you in a box. Everything I've ever done in my life, I did the hard way. Nor men lose sleep at the mere thought of dancing with the Reapers. The wolf will never lose sleep worrying about the feelings of sheep. But no one has ever told the sheep that they outnumber the wolves. And just reverting back to the one that I said before, strive to be the color red in the world of black and whites. Don't be afraid to stand out. But yeah, make sure you love yourselves, love each other, and we'll catch you where the buzzers lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop.